Taking a look at the 5 players selected in Los Angeles. Lyndon Lagovic, who we're going to be talking about right off the top with Ross Mahoney here momentarily. But you got a couple of Swedes, one German-born, one American, all into the fold as part of the 2025 NHL entry draft for the Capitals. And here on this special edition of Rink Report, very happy to have with us Assistant General Manager and Draft Architect. 28 of these now in the books for you?
28, yes.
Wow. My goodness. Wow. Ross Mahoney joining us here. Just the longevity of being able to do that with this team for so long. That's just an incredible run. Let me ask you, I guess, first about Lyndon Lagovic here, who we just heard here a moment ago. Big guy, Western League guy, toughness, skating ability. What did you like when you had the opportunity to select him at 27?
Yeah, we really liked the size for sure. He's 6'4". I think he's about 200 pounds. Can skate, good shot, but I think even a better playmaker. So he's got a really good vision, and he works. He's, competes, tries to get to the net to be able to score goals. So it's kind of a nice combination, like I said, of the sense and the skill and the size.
Yeah, Ross, the guy I'm really interested to take a look at is Milton Gastrin. He was on a lot of boards going to go in the first round, and he fell to you guys in the second. What do you like about his game?
Well, first we like that he fell to us in the second round. I like that very much, but no, he's a really good all-around center. I think he plays a really good 200-foot game. The type of guy that coaches will love because he's responsible, not just with the puck, but away from the puck, responsible in his own end, wins face-offs, really unselfish. I think probably has more skill than people think. He's not that type of player that's going to go out there and toe drag somebody and then go in and undress the goalie. But he seemed to always end up in the top 2 or 3 in scoring in every tournament that we went to. And always captain of his team. So he's a high character guy.
Yeah. I know a lot of people aren't necessarily thinking hockey first and foremost in the first week of July, but this is such an important week to be able to have that one opportunity to have all the guys under one roof, all of your guys that you work alongside, to be able to talk and see them on the ice and get to know them a little bit better. What are some of the things you hope to accomplish this week here at development camp as you get all these guys under roof here in Arlington?
Yeah, I think it's almost like coming to the University of Washington Capitals. I think it's just we treat it as a real educational experience for them. They come from different backgrounds, whether it's different countries or some are college, some are junior, some are playing with the men in Europe. So it's to learn everything about whether it's the yoga, nutrition, strength training, and everything, of course, that goes on the ice. But we're looking at them to give us their best effort, or to try to be a sponge and soak up everything that we're going to offer to them.
Ilya Protas. Talk to me about him. I mean, Alexei is. We saw how quickly he improved and became an NHL 30-goal scorer. Where is Ilya in his trajectory right now?
Boy, it's very similar. When I look at it, his draft here. I think we end up getting his brother in the 3rd round, and we get the younger brother in the 3rd round, and both 6'4", 6'4.5". Both had really good hands. Both had really good sense, and I think once they quit growing, they took off and started to play even, better. And couldn't have asked for a better year last year in Windsor. Played on a good team, but he was a driver of the bus a lot of games that I went to see.
This is the one time, too, because at main camp, you're not going to be able to have the college guys here. So for Cole Hutson to be able to be a part of what goes on here. His season, obviously, off the charts as a freshman at Boston University. How excited are you to have him in the fold here after what he was able to do with the Terriers this year?
Yeah, boy, it was exciting. We knew we were getting a good player, but when you look at the World Junior Tournament and how he performed there, and a gold medal winning team, and might have been second in the tournament scoring as a defenseman. I don't know if that's ever happened, and a really good year at Boston University, as you said. So to have him here it's great. And it's his second camp. He can start to provide some leadership too for the younger guys that we just drafted.
How does Cole compare to his brother Lane, who, as we know, was Rookie of the Year in the NHL last year?
Yeah, it's. I think there's a lot of similarities in the sense that they skate really well. The hockey sense, the skill, and I think we like our guy. He's playing his own end, and he's a competitive guy. So, we're happy that we have him.
In the salary cap era, there's nothing more important than player development, and it's funny that it would happen on this day where free agency in the pool is a little thin, at least at goal and forward, a couple of big names, and then it drops off pretty quickly. But it seems to underscore for me the reason that you have to develop in the modern age, because if you don't, you're not going to be competitive. And it seems to me you probably know that as well as anybody, and doing what you do day in and day out.
Yeah, it's not just at the NHL free agents, but also, you know, college free agents. So if you're not drafting well and you're not developing well, then you're competition with 14 or 15 other teams trying to sign these players. So it's it's important for us to draft well, but it's probably even more important for our development team to get these young guys to a level where they can come in and step in and contribute with the Capitals.
Well, Ross, congratulations on 28 years at the draft table and running things here for the Capitals, and can't wait to see how everybody develops. I'm sure you are just as anxious for that. But thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
Thanks
very
Ross.
much.